What is going on, everyone? Welcome back, and this time I promise I am going to give you a true and genuine, honest Lightfall prep guide. None of that, oh, you need to bounty prep. We're gonna be fighting against Cabal, so you have to make sure that you have weapons that are solar. Like, we're not gonna be talking about that because that's something that everyone knows, and it's pretty dumb, and it always is just filler for the video. I'll keep it as an honorable mention, though. So let's begin, right? The first order of business, all of the lost sectors that give out specific exotic armor, arms, legs, chest, boots, it doesn't matter. I'm talking Gero Falcons, I'm talking lower lead boots, the assembler, all these different pieces, go get them. Once you get them, you can find them anywhere else in the game. You don't have to redo the lost sector for a better roll. You just have to unlock it and you're done. So start there, because you're gonna have a lot new exotics and a lot new content to actually dive into when Lightfall actually drops. And if someone tells you that something specific like one of those armor pieces is high DPS worthy and you need it and you don't have it, now you have to stop playing Lightfall to go do lost sectors. Speaking on that same topic, let's actually talk about the vault. Go clear it. You do not need 20, 30, 40 exotics. Delete all of them. Literally, just delete all of them. You do not need them taking up space in your vault. If you really want one, you can just buy one, grab a blue engram or a purple weapon from wherever the hell you find it doing the campaign or doing things in Lightfall, and then just infuse it. You don't need 20, 30 things, and you're also going to get materials back. Speaking of weapons and weapon crafting specifically, I want to mention something that I think was very interesting that one of my friends brought up, and that was all the Deepstone Crypt weapons you could get with the red border, but you couldn't craft them up until way later. So what ends up happening is now you're put in this position where maybe you'll be able to get red border weapons in Lightfall that won't be craftable right away. Instead of just deleting them, save them just in case so that you can save the time and grind way later down the road if Bungie decides to actually make them craftable. And the reason I mentioned that is because you should actually go and craft a couple weapons that you really like right now from all different type of archetypes and elements and get a lot of crafting materials, because the weapons are going to be craftable are probably going to be more than 5, maybe even more than 10 if I'm being honest, as soon as Lightfall drops. So the best thing that you can do is just go and have materials ready so that you can create, level up, and have fun immediately instead of having to go do other things and farm red border weapons until you finally have enough materials. I want to talk about something that a lot of people that are in school, most likely people anything from 14 to 18, don't really have to mess with that much. But if you're an adult like me, I need you to clear your schedule. You might be thinking there's no point, I'll just play a couple hours when I get home. Bro, I've seen a lot of people get so excited about Lightfall, and you know that content creators, even if you are a casual player, content creators, not necessarily myself, but like really hardcore pro players, are going to eat through the whole DLC in like a day, right? Which means that they're gonna find the most overpowered things. They're gonna be doing so many things that will most likely make Bungie patch, nerf, or remove certain things because they drop Lightfall, and then if an exploit for high DPS is found within 6 hours, I promise you by next reset they're going to remove it, and now before you even got the chance to acquire said weapon, it already got patched. So clear your schedule, just ask for the day off. You have more than 2, maybe 3 weeks to actually call off for it. Just make sure you craft every single weapon you can now, because although Warmind cells are not going to be a thing that exists apparently, there are other weapons that you can actually craft and get with Dragonfly, Bolt Shot, all these different perks that are really good. So go do them. It literally does not hurt. Let's talk about catalysts. I have talked about catalysts before. For example, I have mentioned that if you get all the catalysts done in lost sectors right now, once Lightfall drops, maybe a weapon that you have never heard of, you have it but you've never heard of it or fired it in like 7 months, is now OP as shit, paired with whatever exotic, and everyone wants it, and that's like the highest DPS weapon in the game. And let's just say the catalyst gives you like an extra 5 bullets or something. The postmaster go clear, because items are going to overflow and be removed from the game. So anything you have there once Lightfall drops and you're collecting a lot of new loot will most likely be gone. So now you might be thinking, bro, the DLC just came out, we wait, like you get basically like one big expansion a year, why do I gotta be level 25 as soon as it drops? And the reason why is because you already know that there is going to be a legendary campaign. You know that there is going to be a lot of activities that are going to be light level time gated, or light time gated, whatever you want to call it, light gated, whatever. The point is, it does not hurt to actually be a higher level, because if you think about it, what do you think is going to happen when you actually level up? You're going to finish the battle pass quicker. And if you are in school, college, exams, all these things, finals are going to be approaching very, very, very quickly in like a month and a half after the DLC drops. So if you're in school, you need all the time you can get. We are going to get a new raid, so it is pretty likely that as soon as the raid drops, you need to be prepared for day 1. So it doesn't hurt to actually go and do that, because you never know what can happen. So yeah, bounty prepping is amazing because you can get a lot of cool things from the battle pass extremely quickly. And if you actually want a day 1 the raid or any other activity that that requires you to be a high light level, you can do that instantly. You don't really have to worry. Another one that's very important is basically going and getting all the materials you can and stocking up so that when it comes to leveling and upgrading weapons, you basically have everything ready. You don't really have to go buy anything. Max out on Glimmer as well. Legendary shards, I'm pretty sure won't really matter that much since we all have so many anyway. More so an honorable mention and something that's more optional than not, I would recommend having a good team to play with, because you can always LFG, but if you have friends to go into it, it can be a lot more fun, more memorable, and more easy, to be honest. Think about it. It's going to be a lot more forgiving if you're playing with friends that know that you're level 20 instead of randoms that are not going to be happy with you if you're not level 50 day one. I'm not going to continue taking that much of your time. I'm basically done here. I will catch you guys later. The link to my Discord is in the description if you need more tips or people to play with. We will have everything set up. Have fun. It's just a game. Just make sure that people don't ruin it for you, so just prepare just in case. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't have anything else to say. It's your boy Beyonce, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone.